All right, hello there. I'm Karen Waite from Look Like Salmon, and I'm here with Janet Bebb from Social Progress, and she's the Managing Director, and we're going to talk about social media in particular. Janet Bebb is experienced trainer in social media marketing, and she's got 10 years experience in this area. She's also one of the trainers for the North for She Means Business for Facebook. And that's one of the areas we're going to talk about today. What I'd like to do is ask Janet to introduce herself and tell us a little bit more about your experience.
Great to have you here, Karen, and thanks for coming along to the office at Social Progress. So we've been doing social media training now for 6 years, just short of at the end of the month it'll be 6 years. Some of the stuff that we do in terms of the Facebook She Means Business programme is we're one of the 8 providers in total across the UK, and we're the only one up in the north of England. So the idea being that we were upskilling 10,000 female entrepreneurs in helping them to set up or get more familiar with the things around Facebook advertising, Instagram, those kind of things. So yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. It sounds an exciting thing to be involved with. Tell us about Dublin and the training at Facebook.
So it's interesting because what they've done is they've given us, I think there's probably about 7 or 8 different decks, if you like, presentations. A great presentation on Instagram, and it gives you all the visuals of how you can use that, and just loads of different options that you can use with Facebook. And
I was thinking about Facebook because it's something that I don't use personally. I do use for business. However, I don't seem to use it that well for business.
Right.
And it seems to be changing.
If you'd probably have asked me about 18 months ago about Facebook, I would have still advocated it, but probably not in the same way that I am now since I've been to Facebook in Dublin. The one thing that I kind of picked up from that is there is so much information that Facebook's got to its fingertips really. So the information that it knows about people on Facebook, about those demographics, there's no other way of advertising quite so in depth as Facebook. So it's a great way of marketing your business and pinpointing who you want to target. And whether we like it or not, it doesn't matter. I mean, you might think that, okay, well, it's business to consumer, which primarily you would imagine it to be, Facebook to be that, but even business owners use Facebook, so it's, don't rule anybody out really is the advice I would say. Social media is not just about sales and marketing, it's about recruiting, it's about customer service, about a whole host of different things of how a business can embrace social media, and it's understanding which messages to put on which social media platforms.
So it seems as if you're saying that Facebook is more where you get your personality across, particularly within a business. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's some of the good news stories that you do. It could be that you've got a new member of staff. Yeah. It could be that you're now operating in a new area. It could be that you've just delivered a particular product or services. So, and because it's highly visual, it's a great way of just getting that information out there.
Summarising the Facebook, is there 3 tips or 3 things that you think we need to be doing, perhaps linked with the Facebook advertising?
Obviously being as visual as you can, making sure that you're always posting something regularly. In terms of adverts, think what your objective is. Then think about what your audience is, and then think about the visuals.
Thank you again, Janet, for your demonstrating your expertise in social media marketing, and we look forward to the next session.
Thank you. Thanks, Karen, for asking me.